Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe, and I'm a weapon of mass instruction. And just got done at the library. I was trying to do stuff for the recruiter. That didn't work. Made a new account for the business that I want to start. And that worked, but the regular Google and other bullshit that I had to deal with just kind of pissed me off a little bit. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's just stuff that the sheep really don't think about too much. You know, description. Oh, okay, cool. I can tell everybody all about me. Yeah. So I think I'll work on that later on when I'm not so heated up. I think right now I need some food. Let's see. I need some food. Probably some water would be good. But yeah. Oh, and I tried to do a Google search on some stuff, and all of a sudden the internet stopped working for me. But everybody else at a computer at the library seemed to have no problem whatsoever. So I was like, all right, time to bug out. What are you doing, dude? Pick a lane. Thank you. So that's that. You'll probably see that up and running in the near future. Also, I did a quick search through the videos in my subscriptions list this morning, and apparently our good friend Barry has declared a national state of emergency. Fuck, imagine that. Why? Well, something to do with Russia. That's the most I could gather before I got too pissed off to fucking listen to anything else. So there's a national state of emergency going on. Guarantee the majority of the sheep don't even realize that. Or if they did hear anything about it on the news, it's a highly distorted version of the truth. Probably put some sort of a spin on it like, oh yeah, we need to be in a state of emergency to protect us from the commie threat. Or some such nonsense. But what this says to me is basically that right now we are literally one step away from martial law. We've been pretty much one step away this whole time. Fuck, the Air Force has the drones in the sky already. You know? Air Force and the police, and they're all sharing their intel and stuff. Great. And I have been seeing drones near me a lot. Not right this instant, luckily. But you know what? Like, state of emergency means that he can basically do whatever the fuck he wants. Like, that stopped him at any point up until now. But, you know, now that we're in a state of emergency, anything can be done. Not just for national security, but to protect us from the commie threat. The commie threat. Kind of brings back, well, I can't say old memories because I wasn't alive at the time, but old lessons from high school before, you know, they completed their process of the campaign for brainwashing children. I wasn't completely brainwashed when I went through, understand? They hadn't perfected the process yet, so I kind of picked up on that lesson about Joe McCarthy and the Red Scare. And the fact that, you know, all the wars of the Cold War were proxy wars between the U.S. and Russia, Korea, Vietnam, those are the main ones. Fuck, what else? Oh, the Iran-Contra thing, that was another one. But all this shit that we see now is the same shit. So we got Russia and Iran and China doing a joint military training exercise, apparently in Syria. At least that's what I've been gathering. Exercise in a war zone. And I bet you all these sheep are just gobbling it all up. Nom, 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 nom. Yummy fucking bullshit they're feeding us through the mainstream media. Yummy, yummy, yummy. But it's okay. We're probably going to have our own training exercise in Syria. You know, mind you, to protect America from the communist threat. I feel damn lucky that I don't see fucking Army APCs rolling through Main Street right now. Well, technically I wasn't on Main Street, so I wouldn't have seen them. But out here on the state route, what's going on, people? What's going on? So now that that's happened, remember those executive orders that tell us, like, you know, the government can seize personal property and resources, including human resources, in the form of uncompensated work brigades in the interests of national security. Or, you know, to protect the rest of us from the commie threat. And of course, we're not going to hear anything about that from the fucking media giants. MSNBC, CNN, Fox, fucking faux news. Love it. CNN probably will get the closest to it, but still not touch it head on. You know, the BBC, they might report on it. I doubt it, though. But here's the best thing about social media. Because they give us the illusion of control over what we see, right? If you like something on Facebook, you hit the like button. You give it a +1. All right. Awesome. Now more people are going to see it because it's got more likes and views, right? Exactly. The average sheep is not going to care too much about what happens in Syria or the fact that we're in a fucking state of emergency. So they're not going to hit the like button on that. They're not going to hit the +1 button on that shit. So that's how the government is getting away with doing this bullshit in plain view. No hiding it at all. I mean, fuck, if we got wind of it, we're nobody special. You know? We got the same resources as everybody else, but I guarantee I'm not going to see a fucking protest about it in my hometown. Because the average sheep isn't going to hit the like button on that shit. They would rather hit the like button on American Idol. Wow. The Real World, which I think is still going on. I don't know. The Real World. All the usual brainwashed sheep bullshit is going to go on. It's going to keep on going on. And fucking all of them are just going to keep on not giving a shit about what really matters. And a lot of the top alternative media news providers aren't going to cater to this either. I'm thinking of SourceFed, which I used to like them. I used to like the Philip DeFranco show back when I was asleep, because he was touching on some stuff that was touching on the truth. like the Occupy movements. I learned about that from him. I was like, Occupy, what's this? But he's catering, him and all of them, and I don't blame them. They're, you know, they're making money, and that's awesome. They're making money by catering to the masses, not catering to us. So they rarely, if ever, issue a news story about something like, you know, the state of emergency that's going on in America. National state of emergency. About the executive... I got to look this up. But apparently, Obama signed off on an executive order that had been in effect, like back in the 90s or something, but he reinstated it. If I remember correctly, it said something about I think seizing Russian property in the United States. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's fucking no good for us. You know, and here I was, I thought that Russia wasn't going to be the scapegoat. Fuck, they're not even communists anymore, as far as I know. Not supposed to be, at least. Of course, I have been saying commie threat as a joke. But if they're not communists, then why are we not friends with them? I thought we only hate the commies, right? Oh, and the terrorists. And the commie terrorists. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's Russian commie terrorists suicide bombing people in Syria or something. No, that's probably not it. And I'm caught in traffic. And I hate being caught in traffic because of many reasons. One, because I guarantee I'm on some sort of a list somewhere. Being caught in traffic is the perfect place to be if they wanted to grab me. I can't go anywhere. I remember one time when I was, back when I used to drive like a maniac. I was on the highway, and I was just doing my regular maniac thing, going fast and shit. And, a fucking ginormous SUV cut me off. I'm pretty sure it was an Escalade. Cut me off and starts going slow. And, like, the whole way ahead of me was clear. He's going slower than the people next to me. I'm like, what the fuck? I just cut over so I could go faster. So I popped back into traffic, popped out in front of him, and I just went. What does he do? He fucking nails the fucking gas, rides my ass all the way up into my exit. And, like, now I'm fucking flying like a maniac because I'm instantly in E&E mode. That's escape and evasion. Because now I'm like, okay, fuck. This was back when I didn't have anything on me. I didn't carry. I'm like, fuck. Now this guy's out for blood. I don't know the fuck why. I don't know. Maybe he had fucking too many bath salts that day. Oh, which, by the way, tox report came in on that guy in Florida, the big one that ate the other guy's face. He wasn't high on bath salts, people. It was just pot, not laced with anything. Which is what I said in the first place. So, there we go. Not bath salts. Pot doesn't make you freak out and kill people, or try to kill people, by eating their face while you're naked. Pot doesn't do that. You know what does do that? Running a fever and losing fucking coherence because of something like rabies. Which, by the way, I found, I'm pretty sure it was a rabid squirrel in front of my house. Pretty sure it had rabies, because most squirrels, you see them hop. They always hop, right? And they stop and they start, they stop and they start. This one was loping. Like, not even a hop. He was using all four legs, walking like a fucking a cat. And he wasn't stopping and starting. He was just walking around. Like, I've never, ever, ever seen a fucking squirrel do that. In Pennsylvania. So what did I do? I grabbed my daughter's 22 and I shot the fucker. But, I no longer have any faith in 22s whatsoever. I either missed, or it didn't suffer enough damage to actually kill it. But there we go. Fucking rabies. If you're running a fever from it and you're no longer coherent, you're going to rip off all your clothes and eat somebody's fucking face. And stop fucking eyeballing me. What? Because I'm talking to myself? Fuck you. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. And I'm fucking heated up about it. Because there's all this shit going on. And we're still 3 days until July 1st. And the state of emergency happened just in the nick of time. And what happens during states of emergency? What happens? The government starts doing all sorts of crazy stuff that normally we wouldn't agree with, but it's a state of emergency, so we're going to say, oh, okay, I guess we need it. Like all the bridge work that's been done. I remember I commented on that on a previous video, and people have responded back to me talking about how they've had bridge work being done in their hometowns too. This is apparently all across the nation. They're reinforcing bridges. Why? Because the bridges were never built to withstand stuff like, you know, APCs and tanks. Like the vehicles that we are seeing in St. Louis, Missouri. Which, if anybody's been following my comments, at one point I thought it was a Striker, which apparently actually has 8 wheels instead of 4, and I didn't know that because I wasn't Army. Blah, 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 excuses, I know. But the main thing there is, it's all out in plain sight. And for anybody just tuning in who hasn't woken up yet, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and smell the fucking white phosphorus, because they don't use napalm anymore because it's against the Geneva Conventions or something, I don't know. Wake up and smell the willy pee. What else is going on? That's mainly it for right now, and as you can tell, I'm extremely fucking pissed off about it. We don't need to be in a state of emergency over anything. Are there Russian troops on the borders right now trying to get in? No. Is there any need to prepare for that? No. Because chances are they wouldn't go in through the borders anyway. Holy shit, Russian troops on American soil. Those fucking Spetsnaz guys that were invited here for training. And I still see more and more people saying, no, that was nothing out of the ordinary. Carry on as you were. But they were in not only Fort Carson, but also apparently Fort Hood and 2 other states. I think it was Idaho and... another one right next to Colorado. Oklahoma. I'm pretty sure it was Idaho, Colorado, Oklahoma, and Texas so far that they've been spotted in. Doesn't mean necessarily that they're in at all. Not to mention, everybody keeps on saying, okay, like, everybody keeps on saying, like, this is preposterous, they wouldn't be able to get in undetected. Well, fuck, they would. They're, any special forces, other than the United States, because the United States special forces are already here. But, of course, they wouldn't use the American special forces. Any special forces operator worth his salt is going to be able to pass off as fucking civilian. Anytime, if necessary. Military regulations on haircuts and facial hair do not apply to special forces operators. You know why? So they can blend in with local civilian populations wherever the fuck they are. I guarantee if that rule applies here in America, then in other countries where you do see regular soldiers and whoever wearing fucking nasty ass beards, yes, I said it, even though I wear one from now and then. Other countries will have absolutely no problem allowing their special forces operators to do that if they're going to be infiltrating foreign soil. And in this case, their foreign soil would be American soil. How hard do you think it would be to really fool the TSA? I mean, shit, they fucked up and thought that like an 8-year-old, or no, not even an 8-year-old, an 8-month-old was on the no-fly list. And they refused to admit that mistake. This is a lot of fucking traffic for this area. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna fucking turn around. I'm not going this way. I'm not going this way at all. Fuck no. Welcome to the surveillance state, people. Eyes in the sky, always watching us. They really don't even need the drones, to be honest. If you're on main roads, there's a good chance there's a camera watching you. Like that one right there. Say hi to the camera. Yay. Okay. Now I'm starting to really feel froggy here. This is average Thursday afternoon traffic? No, definitely not. There's something going on. On this road, yeah. Something happening, and I don't want any part of it. I wonder if maybe they already started the lockdown. And that's why there's this retarded traffic. I don't know. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that as much as I can. I might do another video today, but 21 minutes and change. They're all going on too long. So I'll try to keep it short in the future, and I'm sorry. Signing off for now. Y'all stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Peace.